Welcome back to another episode of That Don't Sound Right, a podcast about talking. We're your co-host. I'm Peter Bielman.
I'm Cecil Davis.
And we're just trying to have a conversation without Googling or fact-checking each other. Those things can so easily kill the conversation. We didn't have that problem before. We're trying to recreate the past.
Trying to recreate the dorm room conversation, the conversation around the fire. Camping, definitely those conversations.
Or maybe long drives in a car.
Right, long drives in a car.
Or just sitting around a dining room table. So
that's right.
If our viewers have a sharp eye, you'll notice that we are back in this Camel City studio.
The proper studio, main studio.
We're in the main studio with a video feed. What don't sound right, Cecil?
All right, so this, not only that many of y'all know this, but I'm a pharmacist, you're an engineer.
Right.
And I had forgotten, I have lots of friends that are engineers.
Right.
But I had forgotten about how people who are not engineers feel about engineers in certain situations.
Yes.
And we've talked a little bit about this, but I remember this when I was walking with one of my cousins at the Country Mile this year. We got to discussing because it came up that you were an engineer.
Right.
And we were saying, under normal circumstances, engineers are persona non grata. And this is why. And you know this very well. If you're under a car or under a truck and you're trying to fix something, at some point you have said to yourself, if I ever can find the engineer who designed this, I am going to do this terrible thing
XYZ
to his family and kith and kin. I mean, do engineers know that non-engineers say those types of things?
Yeah, most engineers that have to work in the manufacturing environment will hear that firsthand. But but I'm an engineer too, and I've said that.
Right.
Who put this together? Who thought this could come apart?
Right.
Why do I have to take X, Y, and Z to get this part off?
Yeah. Or you're backing a bolt out and it backs into a brace.
Yeah.
And you can't get the bolt all the way out.
I mean, I think about that about software engineers sometimes. I'm working on an app.
Yeah.
It should do that. Why doesn't it do that? Why do I have to do that?
Yes.
So we all do it. Everyone's guilty of this.
And I'm going to a point with this. However, you as an engineer, so the argument is always that I wish the engineer had to use this product.
Right. I wish the engineer was in my shoes when they either had to put this thing together, take it apart, or actually use it, because they would have never done it that way.
Exactly. But you as an engineer have to use the product you design.
Right.
Which brings us to that don't sound right moment of the night. So you have your CDL license, your commercial driver's license. You're licensed to drive big rigs, 18-wheelers.
That's right.
Right. And as part of your job, you have to be behind the wheel of an 18-wheeler X number of hours per year.
That's
right. And you're getting ready to leave
we're going on not all the way across the country, but a big excursion where we're going to test and experience our trucks and our competitors' trucks in a real truck driving, hauling environment.
Now, will you be hauling a trailer?
Yes, we'll be hauling a loaded trailer. We use a flatbed and we put those big concrete barriers that you see for construction. They're called Jersey barriers.
Yeah.
We'll have, I don't know, a dozen Jersey barriers on our.
Just have it weighted
Just
down.
to make sure it's weighted down.
Right. So you'll have to be you'll be doing all the truck driver stuff.
Everything. We'll be going to the fuel stations and fueling up.
Yeah.
We'll be going to a weigh station to weigh the trucks to make sure we're in the legal limit.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go through mountain roads, highways. We'll go through the inspection stations.
How far are you going?
This particular trip, we're going to do about, I want to say it's about 2,500 miles. Is that right? 2,500? No, more like 16.
Would not ask me about distance or height.
16, about 1,600 miles. Well, I can tell you where we're going, the route we're taking.
Okay.
We're leaving out of here tomorrow, going up to Wytheville, Virginia.
Yep. So you'll climb up the mountains across the Fancy Gap,
right?
Which would be a good climb.
Yeah.
It's dangerous because there's high winds.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Variable weather. That pass is dangerous on a good day.
It is.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll go up there.
Yeah.
And then one of the things that we'll do is that's where we'll fuel up. We'll top off all our fuel, and then we'll go weigh the trucks. So everyone knows the weights of the trucks. And then we'll spend the night in the truck at the truck stop.
Oh, wow.
And
So
so I've
that'll
already
be a
done.
short day though.
It'll be a short day, but
Yeah.
there's a lot of stuff to do tomorrow to get ready for the big
Okay.
drive. But
Right.
tomorrow we'll get started midday,
Right.
get up there, fuel up. By the time we're all done, it'll probably be about dinner time. We'll Uber for a dinner somewhere and then come
Right.
back and spend the night in the trucks.
So is it 2 people per truck or 1 person per
So
truck?
in this particular expedition, we just have one driver per truck,
Okay.
and we have 2 riders. And the 2 riders, and they don't have their CDLs.
Yeah.
They'll float between trucks, and they will ask us questions about our experience driving,
Okay.
and they'll do all the note taking. We have a standard survey that we standard set of questions we ask, and we have 4 different trucks. And each day we'll switch trucks and try out that truck and spend
The
the night with
drivers
them.
will switch.
Yeah, the drive.
Now, will you have an assigned sleeper the whole time? Like this will be your sleeper?
No, I'll spend the night in all 4 different trucks each
Oh,
night.
okay.
So we have 4. We'll be on the road for four total nights,
Mhm.
and we'll spend the night in 4 different trucks
So now,
and drive 4 different trucks.
as an engineer, if there's flaws in there, you'll be able to see them.
Oh yes, we will. We'll be able to hear every rattle.
Right.
We'll be able to see every bit of light that shines through, because it's amazing how dark you want it in a truck.
Yeah.
There's already enough noise going on around you,
Yeah.
but you got to have it dark, or it's going to be difficult to sleep.
In the sleeper.
In the sleeper,
Right. Then you'll also be just seeing if it's comfortable.
right?
And these are nice trucks.
These
are high end trucks.
they have what you call twin XL beds.
Oh, nice.
So they're not as wide as full, but
Mm.
they're not as short as a twin. So they're
So now,
plenty long.
do you are you still like Peter as we know you when you're out trucking, or do you have a different persona? Do you have a trucker's hat on?
No. I probably would be wearing what I'm wearing now.
Okay.
I don't really take on too much of a persona, except on the CB radio.
Yeah.
I usually will sign off with something. So one year I was driving a Western Star.
Okay.
And so whenever I would say something to somebody to end that part of my part of the conversation,
Mm.
I would just close by saying, "This is the Western Star," and then move on, and then let the other people talk, and then they would say something, and they would ask a question, and I would always just end with the truck I'm driving.
So do you have a hand? So as I remember, when I was growing up,
on CB radios.
CB radios in the '70s were very popular.
Right.
My dad's friend had one, and when we'd go up to the lake, he let us talk on the CB, and we'd talk to the truck drivers. And there was a little book you could get about how to talk CB. It had all the language,
all the lingo.
So do you know all the lingo?
I don't know a lot of the lingo. No.
So
I mean, I know 10-4.
Right.
There's a smoky or a bandit. That's the code word for police. You refer to the other cars as 4-wheelers.
Right.
There's a lot of other lingo that I'm not.
Well, I remember trapdoor. So a trapdoor was if a car got between you and the car in the truck in front of you.
Okay, I never heard of that.
Yeah, so I remember that from the thing. What's your 20?
Yeah, board. That's your location.
What's your location, right? Yeah. So I remember some of those. And then there was I love the songs by C.W. McCall, Convoy.
Yeah.
Which was out in the '70s, which was about this convoy that was going coast to coast, and so it used a bunch of the truck drivers' language in there, and had all the different trucks.
Breaker 19, we got ourselves a convoy.
Right. Yeah. So, but there was a whole culture then because of, especially I think because Smokey and the Bandit, because they did all the. Yeah.
My dad had a CB in our Scout. We would take long drives from Maryland down to Florida on US 301 before Interstate 95 was in.
Yeah.
But he would have, and I just remember a whole 14 hours of.
Right, because
how about you northbound?
Because this isn't like what we experience now.
Right.
There's 15 channels on CB or more.
Oh no, there's much more.
But you don't know who's on what channel necessarily.
No.
You've got to switch channels.
There's a standard channel that most people are on. I think it's channel 19. I think channel 19 is the common channel.
And then there's a law enforcement channel, right?
Yeah, for emergencies, right?
Yeah. Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, but you've got to kind of flip around to find people if they're not on the same channel.
Right. Generally, people are jumping to their own channel so they could have their own conversation.
Yeah. So you would say switch over to channel 8 or whatever.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
We'll be on channel 19 the whole time, listening to all the other travel. It's amazing how helpful it is. You come up
Yeah.
to a traffic.
Mm-hmm.
You can say, how about if you're going southbound
Mm-hmm.
and you come on and you're in traffic?
Right.
How about you northbound?
Right.
Northbound would say, oh yeah, there's a wreck up there. The lanes are closed. You're going to be there for hours.
All right, gotcha.
Then you know you can jump off.
So do you have a handle?
No, I don't have a handle.
Really?
Nope.
All these years of trucking, and you don't have a handle?
I never had a handle. Now, when I was a kid, my dad, his handle was Kimosabe.
Really?
Yeah. You know who that is?
He's Tate, right?
Yeah.
Long Ranger. Right?
That's right, Long Ranger.
Yeah.
That was his. And so I had the handle when I was a kid as the Mountain Dew kid because I really like Mountain Dew.
Right.
But I'm not calling myself the Mountain Dew kid these days.
Man, Peter.
Yeah.
This is another thing that we have in common.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Did you like Mountain Dew growing up?
No, but there was a whole thing about me and Mountain Dew. It's a whole other story. That's hilarious.
Oh yeah, I love Mountain Dew.
There's at least 2 or 3 people that are listening to the podcast right now that get this inside joke and how funny this is.
Oh no!
Yeah. So
write that down.
Write
down the Mountain Dew reference. We're gonna have to come back to all the similarities and parallel lives. Perhaps maybe our multiverses have collided, and you are me and I am you.
It's just, man, there's some big parallels. You need to come up with a handle.
Well, what do you think?
I don't know. I have to think about it for a while. Yeah, I would think so. I mean, do you have a trail name? We've talked about this before.
Yeah, no, but trail names you're assigned. You don't.
Yeah.
I've never been.
I have not hiked
enough. I've been assigned a camp name.
Have you?
Yeah. And it was Cephas.
Really?
Yeah. You know what that is? Have you heard that?
Head?
What's that?
Cephas?
Yeah, Cephas. Rock.
Rock. Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Peter the Rock.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. Now I've been called a lot of names in camp and accused of a lot of things in camp, but I have not been assigned a trail name. But so going back to the truck driving, the riders will be taking notes, and you take all this stuff back to the old workshop laboratory.
We bring it back. So these are actually we call these feature engineers. They're making sure they're looking at all the different features of the truck,
right.
The living area, the driving area, how it drives, the noise, the air conditioning, the heater, all those features. They're assessing these features, and we're trying to stack ourselves up against the competition. So we have one of our trucks and then 3 different competitor trucks that we bring.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
that's
we'll see
market research.
That's right. So we know where we stand against the competition.
Yeah. Now, will you have any of your self-driving stuff on these trucks, or your easy drive?
All these trucks should be equipped with what we call the lane keeping assist. So if you start to veer to a line, it'll kind of bump you back in and give you an alarm if you cross the line. If you try to change lanes and there's a car in your blind spot, it'll beep at you to warn you that. If there's a sudden car stopping in front of you, it'll alert you and even start to slow you down.
Oh, wow.
If you're not paying enough attention.
It's hard to slow a truck down, I would think.
Well, it takes over the brakes and it'll applies the brakes for you.
But you have technology that you can fingertip drive these.
Yes.
Yeah. Is that going to be on these trucks?
It will be.
Oh, nice.
It will be.
Yeah.
At least I know of at least 2 will have it, including ours. You can drive with your fingers.
Yeah,
I don't recommend it.
Why'd they put that on there? Just to make it a little easier to handle?
Oh, especially in parking lots.
Yeah.
Especially in parking lots.
Okay.
So it's nice and easy to maneuver.
Right.
Which is the other thing we'll get to experience is backing into parking spots at truck stops.
Can you do that?
I can.
Yeah.
It takes me a little while.
Yeah.
I'm a little out of practice, but I can do it.
Do you have cameras?
These trucks will not have cameras, no.
Oh, so you got to do it all by sight.
All by mirrors. Yeah.
Oh,
all these have the mirrors.
My hat's off to you, man. So where are you going?
So the plan is we'll get up to the Wytheville, Virginia, and then the next one will be up through the West Virginia Turnpike.
Okay.
Up into the Cleveland, Ohio area.
So you'll be doing some city driving.
Well, no, outside of Cleveland. I mean, it's the
any big cities?
No, we'll skirt Chicago.
Okay.
We'll go on the outskirts of Chicago.
Yeah.
We won't go in any. We won't be maneuvering in any cities. We'll
Right.
stay on interstates,
Okay.
and then whatever it takes to get to a truck stop.
Yeah.
We'll go up to basically to Cleveland, Canton, Ohio.
Yeah.
We'll have a stop there. Then
Yeah.
we'll switch trucks, and then we'll drive over to right south of Chicago.
Okay.
Then we'll switch trucks. Then we'll drive south through Louisville, Kentucky, and get to what's an area called London, Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
Then we'll switch trucks, and that'll be Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Friday morning, we'll do the final switch, and then we'll drive back to Greensboro.
Right.
And it's we tried to plan about a 5 to 6 hours of driving per day.
On Spotify, I have a Just Trucker Songs
Do you really?
library. Yeah.
Oh, you have to send that to me.
Yeah.
So I have something to listen to for the next.
Yeah. So a neighbor of ours was a trucker, and like he would register for some of these trucks. He won 2 trucks in his career.
He won 2 trucks?
Yeah, he ran 2 cabs.
No kidding.
Yeah, just at these giveaways that they would do at these big things.
It's hard to win 1. He won 2?
He won 2.
Well, that don't sound right.
I know, yeah, he won 2.
We should get him on the show.
You should have got him on the show. Yeah. He was a lifetime trucker, and he won 2 cabs over the years.
Man.
Not cabs, tractors.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
but I mean,
tractors. Yeah. What do you say for trucker? Do you say break a leg, or how do I wish you bon voyage for 5 days in a truck?
Safe travels.
Safe travels. Happy trails.
That's
May
right.
the wind be at your back.
May you be able to sleep at night.
Oh, I
And
know
stay
what you
awake
say.
during the day.
C.W. McCall, keep the bugs off your glass and the bears off your hind end.
That's right.
Yeah.
That thing you say is shiny side up, greasy side down.
It's hard to believe, but you've come to the end of this episode of That Don't Sound Right.
Well, we want to thank everyone for listening and watching. If this is your first time and enjoyed the conversation, would you consider hitting subscribe on the platform you listen or watch with? If you're that longtime listener or watcher, please leave us a review and a rating so others can easily find us and join the conversation. Don't forget, you can always contact us at our email at tdsrpodcast@gmail.com. We have an Instagram handle, TDSR Podcast. Right here on YouTube, TDSR Podcast. Tune in next week. Maybe we'll tell you some stories from the road.
That's right. Yeah, we'll need that. That Don't Sound Right is a production of TDSR Podcast in conjunction with Camel City Studios. I'm your co-host and sound engineer. Petey is your other host and your web designer. Camille is our barista. Emily does our graphic design. Ella does our Instagram. Giorgio tests our merchandise. Brent is back from being an international brand ambassador.
Welcome back, Brent.
We got a good international picture up on Instagram of him. And as always, listener number 1 is
Scott.
So until next week, keep talking.
And stay curious.